What's that about? In your mind? Oh, statistics back that up. Okay. So now since you're a top 10 player, what's that mean? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here to catch my buzz. These right here to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? And since I'm not a top 10 player, am I supposed to be scared of you? What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? Since I'm not a top 10 player, I'm one of those D players that Blue be talking about. Should I be scared of you? You're not saying I shouldn't be scared of you? Alright, thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. People acting different, so I asked, can I? Yeah. Who you gonna be run by? Yeah.
And we'll leave.
Yeah, because I agree with all the comments that it should only be 2 leagues. That's all. If you want to do a fantasy, do a fantasy. Okay, that's 1 league. The other league is the original league. And just keep it moving like that.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock.
Yeah, I'm playing the Washington Redskins, right?
Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bear in a message. You the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess.
Yeah, one thing you got is this. You got 2 things going on your side.
Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm
You got that right there.
Like the Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driving sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil.
You got that right there.
You ain't even
Wish I could slow that down.
That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil and all this loose thing the freshman ain't half the man as well.
This is not really
responsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And now spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Oh, you're responsible without your money, I'm not.
All of this is garbage. All of this is garbage.
We just ran in the spot. And now spin the block around just like the hell in the clock.
Yeah, all this is garbage. So that's what we're gonna exploit, fellas. We got 12 minutes.
So they boo each other, think that they're the winning,
That's
to
what
go
we
losing,
gonna
then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live
Not
with
a problem, we cool.
myself top two, I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no on QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem,
Yep, that's what we're gonna exploit. We're going straight after that right there, fellas. All day. From the time I kick the bitch off, that's what we're going after. Then on the other side, we're gonna do that. That's what we're doing. Alright. My game plan set for this game. What's up, man? Yeah, I heard somebody say Donzo. I'm right here. I was just thinking, I just went through his roster, my roster. Come up with a game plan against the Rams. I got his weaknesses, what I think is his weaknesses. He's 2-1, I'm 2-1, so it should be a fair game.
That's why, you know. And I don't know what the hell line up, boy.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
You gotta worry about Aaron Donald, you gotta worry about Jimmy Ramsey, you gotta worry about Cooper.
I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turn me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to
got a little something.
On the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all,
I know what to look for. But with his little something, he gotta guard something. So, you know, my wide receivers on his quarterbacks is a good matchup. How about it like that? But that's one of the only strengths he got.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't
From what I can see, in my assessment.
Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate.
I'm about to play.
Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site, red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight.
A couple of puffs. I'll be right back, fellas.
Since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother. I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gonna act? I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. Kick it and go, kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go, off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off was here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold with a trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the hill. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
I don't know, I'm in my EA fucking account. Man, that shit pissed me off, bro.
Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it to them suckers get back from around me. What the deal is, really I just came in. Gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord, I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce, I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragedy. Before you knew what happened, ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic.
Yeah, it started snowing here in New York.
Is you doing the League Now rug yet?
Bless you.
Thank you.
It'll be an interesting game.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing.
do a cover 4 a lot, huh? Scared, bitch. Alright, cool. Let's do this.
Shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot, look at me.
Alright. So that's how you play? I'm gonna play you just like that.
We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones, cause that's when I'm honest. Penthouse didn't reach heaven's heights, now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I didn't got it.
Oh, I'm on the road. I'm playing in LA. Let's go to LA, people.
Private pilot, look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day.
9:59.
Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me low, bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
That's it. That's what I want to see. Let's go, Dead Man. Broadcast up, fellas. Yep. Here we go. Talk to you later.
Yep.
Sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Taking it to 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Hightower on the return. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And connecting here with DJ Shark.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
That's good.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now it's Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. The Giants have it. It's picked up. And a turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Pac-Man. Pac-Man. You know
so possession
is?
still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Look at that.
Looking to throw.
I hear that.
Brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
But I'm in a daddy league now as well. Fucking weird.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On first down, Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 4.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They're working across midfield inside the 45. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. 1st down, a run with Cohen. There he goes again. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. He finds Corey Davis, and he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Ebron caught left side. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. first down carry for Davis. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
6 yards to go.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Breeze going to throw. And he can't rebound. And we will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Giants.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Giants nothing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You've got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Breeze. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
First and 10.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's out right at the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
And double coverage, and it's intercepted. Allen with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second interception question for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down now, Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 17-yard line.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Demarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
What's up?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play,
just leave it there for like a day or 2.
No, there weren't, and at least he was
and then
able
you
to
can
get
start
back
sending
to
out
the
those
line of
messages,
scrimmage.
like
So
to
he didn't
re-sign your
lose
players and
anything,
stuff.
but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have a Rams first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
7-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
3rd and 4.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Davis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Davis. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time.
They know what. Give me like 1 second.
Side of the field, certainly not what they want.
That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This off over the middle, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Giants 17, Rams 7. Randy Bullock set to...
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
All right, you can send it.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will
Or
start.
we can do 3 count. It don't matter.
25-yard line.
Set
No
to
will.
begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this run. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but
Yeah, you good.
work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Torrey Cohen. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. The quick slant caught. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Yes, sir. Yeah, bet you hope so, huh?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
All right, go ahead, count it down.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the 1st half.
3rd and goal.
Ooh, I could be the home team.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
On the handoff.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39.
From the 39, Breeze. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables. Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Breeze to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route,
yes, sir.
Seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. With it is Jackson. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Throw taken in by Chark, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back to throw now, 1st down. That's caught by Jackson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The 48-yard line.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. In the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A 3-yard pickup.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second and 7. a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 is a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Breeze now to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Gary and Cameron.
One thing is safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. Couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the 2nd half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Giants 24, Rams 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, you must have had a long night.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Oh.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football.
Oh, okay.
Second down.
You want to come through the man?
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one close quickly and helped force the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That time defense defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
I'm looking at
too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So was Apollo beat up Green Bay, huh? What was the final score?
2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, damn, that was a good game. Beat him out field goal. When they played last night?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Bullock will put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
You know you're supposed to be in this Super Bowl.
Plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9-yard line.
A quick throw complete to Chark. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and 5. It's thrown incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 15. Rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. But now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
He scored last time and just got a pick 6.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pass interference.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Davis. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line.
16 yards.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yeah, it was snowing early. It's raining.
Down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Jalen Smith able to run it down for a loss of a yard. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Bree's going to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to get him down, but but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Mike Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Giants 34, Rams 17. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
First down carry for Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll look to throw now on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. Maybe a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second.
On second down, it's Cohen. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
6-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Carl Allen with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And he knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he's going to go down again. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Gillen on now. As he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. From way up at the 23. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
6-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Brought down by Marcus
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Davis. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, Barkley. He's going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and it's going to be their
what's good, fellas?
in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
I guess nobody in the room, huh?
I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour.
Oh, the game's over. I won.
Along the way. Just about every camp we visited.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebacker, secondary.
All right, cool.
Three and 1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me.
racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. More action than no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones.